it. Woo, recording in progress. Okay. Hold on, a thing popped up. There we go. I have tried everything. If you can name a diet, a program, a plan, I have done it. Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Subway diet. I've done them all. Cabbage soup. Oh yeah. South Beach keto. I cannot even list all of them. I have a lap band. I had bariatric surgery to try to lose weight. Because I don't want the diseases and the stuff that my relatives are dealing with as older adults, diabetes, heart disease. It's not that I have a problem with the way I look, and that is really hard sometimes for me to see these women out here who, I had a friend the other day. I stopped her. She was walking. I was on my way to water aerobics. And I was like, oh, come on, I'll drive you to your house. You can put your suit on. Let's go. She looked down at her belly and said, not yet. My heart broke. I have been obese my entire life, but I have a really high self-esteem and always have. So to see these women that I'm dealing with now, that I'm talking to, that are like, well, I have this here and I just can't, I have to keep my hair this way because and I'm like, I don't even see that. And I certainly not going to judge you for that. Look at me. But it's so exciting that I have found Beachbody because I am a foodaholic. Can I share my screen? Let's see. Oh, you're gonna have to fix me there so that I can do that.
You should be able to now.
Okay, let's try. Share screen options. One participant, multiple, everybody. Did that work? No. Okay. Share screen. Share screen. Oh, huh. Zoom would like to, I'm sorry, record this. Fine. Great. I don't know. Whiteboard, Chrome. There we go. Desktop. Oh my gosh, I've not done this before. I am so sorry.
You're okay. It should just be desktop 1.
Share. There we go. I don't want to allow, yes, to share. Great. Is it working?
No.
Oh my gosh. Click lock to make changes. Use password, cancel. Yeah. Okay, I think we're quit and reopen later. It will not be able to record. Fine. Click the lock for further changes. Oh, this makes me sad because I don't know how to do it.
Is it something you could send me in a link or something and I could share it?
Sure. Let's do that. I am so sorry.
You're fine.
Let's go here. I had this whole thing set up so that I could do this and I was so excited. Let's send this to Paige. What's your email, Paige? I'm sorry.
pagefar10@gmail.com. A lot of people on here are teachers or former teachers, so we understand technology. This is what it's like.
But usually you have a whole bunch of students that you're trying to wrangle at the same time and trying not to go crazy.
And then also your administrator walks in.
That too.
Or the kids know how to do it better than you.
Or that.
I always just ask them. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah. Can you come do this? Okay, maybe it say, oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot. I don't know. Documents. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. It is sending. Page
Okay.
4. Share with one person. Yes, go do it. Okay. Whee!
Oh, I think I got it. Yep.
So we'll see. There I am. There. Okay. So that first slide it basically shows kind of a before and after. My name is Melissa Speaker. I'm a foodaholic, and that is not going to change. Never, ever. I want to eat it, and I want to eat it all. Thank you very much. And I'm willing to tell anybody that. My before pictures up there are, go ahead, stay on that first one. Whee! Up there, that's a picture of me doing my worship leader job, probably around Christmas, or before February when I started Beachbody. And then the bottom pictures are at a trip I took, and it's been about 15 pounds ago that those were taken. So since that bottom picture, I've lost 15 more pounds. I've lost 55.4 pounds eating everything. So if you want to go to that second one, I just put some pictures of the most amazing food that I eat on a regular basis. Those are mostly lunches and dinners. Some of them are out at restaurants. When I found Beachbody this time, I've done Beachbody before, of course, because I've done everything. And when I did it before, and I was very clear with Kayla, I hate those little dang containers. I cannot do those little dang containers. They're fiddly. I don't want to measure anything. I don't want to have to figure out how many green things or how many red things or how many, I ain't got time for that. So this time when I started, I knew I needed, I'm getting a woo. I realized that there was another way to do it through Beachbody. And that was 2B Mindset. And I know a lot of people don't do 2B Mindset. They just think, oh, I need to do portion control because I eat too much. I want to eat too much. I want to eat it all. So I really started out with that and found it to be the only sustainable way to eat I have ever experienced. I am 51 years old. I'm old enough to be some of yours mamas. And I have never found anything that was as sustainable as a lifestyle. There are so few rules and guidelines. It's so easy. And I tell the people who ask me, because, you know, I've posted pictures on Facebook and Instagram. I started Instagram because I didn't want to do any of my business stuff on Facebook. I felt like that was just private me, or me not trying to get people to come do what I do. And I know that I've talked to Kayla about this. I'm not somebody who's going to go out on Facebook or Instagram and hunt people down to join me. That's not what, but people have come to me, lots of them come to me going, what are you doing? And I am so excited to tell them about 2B Mindset. I cannot stop talking about it because the way it works is so easy and so doable for everybody. I've been losing and losing and losing consistently. 2B Mindset, one of the things is concentrate on 2 pounds at a time. I have lost 2.2 pounds every week since I started. Every week, 2.2. It works, and I eat all of this food you see in the picture. I can't stop talking about it. I am working on becoming a 2B Mindset mentor through Beachbody because I just believe it is so exciting. I've signed up people and I put on in my bod group, and I'm like, this one texted me, she's lost 5 pounds. This one's lost 3 pounds. This one, it's like, I can't drink this shake, it's too thick. Okay, let's do something else. Let's talk about breakfast. I had one who signed up and she's like, I can't drink breakfast, I have to eat. I said, you don't have to drink breakfast. I do, because it's easy. I don't do morning. I want to make my shake, walk out the door with my shake and my coffee, and go to work. Have it as an afternoon snack. Oh, I can do that? Yeah. Let me show you 87,000 recipes for breakfast that you don't have to drink. And I post pictures of my food constantly. When I was in, this is kind of funny. When I first started, I was just before I was coaching, and I was in Kayla's bod group, and everybody was posting their workouts and their sweaty selfies and their water. And I posted my food. This is what I'm eating. Every time. I didn't have any sweaty selfies. I didn't have any water. I mean, I was drinking tons of water, but I was like, look what I'm eating. Look what I'm eating. I didn't work out for about a month and a half. When I started, I was 247 pounds. I sat on the couch with my phone and my computer and my TV for about a month and a half. And then I was like, well, let's see what there is on there. And about that time, I started exploring a little bit on the workouts. And about that time, Let's Get Up came out. I was all in with Shaun T. He is my man. And I did that like twice. But looking at other, and I tell my potential clients or just my friends, I didn't work out. You don't have to work out. With 2B Mindset, exercise is extra credit. So I work out now because I like extra credit. I put spinach in my shake in the morning because it's extra credit. If you can eat vegetables for breakfast with 2B Mindset, extra credit. I'm all about extra credit. I do it because it's fun. I do it, and I think people can see that. I have a job teaching school. I don't think of this as my job. I think of this as helping other people be as happy in their bodies, with their shape, no matter what it is and where they're starting. And I don't hunt people down. That's one of the things that made me nervous about doing this, because I feel like the videos I've watched and the trainings I've done and Summit and everything was about, go get your coaches, follow these 87 people on Instagram and then message them and send them these. And I'm like, I don't have time to deal with 87 new people. I like adding friends who come to me so that I can really work with them personally. If you want to go to the next little part there. This is, okay, skip to the next one too. We'll come back to that. This is my friend Lane, who's now a coach for me. She's a discount coach, but she started, and my favorite thing is to have people come to my house or go somewhere, Garden Exchange, and have a coffee and show them my computer. This is what you get. I show them how I filter workouts. I show them how, if you join, you're going to go here to this nutrition page. These are the things, the options that you have. I show them my phone, the app on my phone where I track, and I show them where I have tracked things. I show them where I've taken my progress pictures. I want them to truly see they've seen this, and I shared this a few weeks ago, like my info sheet. They've seen this that answered my questions, and I think it's even in the files on the page now. So they have a lot of the information, but to see it is different, and I think that makes a big difference too. They can see what actually it looks like, where to go. I'm willing to sit down with them at any time and look at the computer, because it can be confusing. And if you're not tech savvy, it's even more confusing. Where do I go to find the recipes? I have texts all the time. I can't find a recipe. Here's how you do it. I walk them through it, or I take a picture on my phone, or that personal relationship is where I really want to be. My talking points when I'm talking to be mindset. It's not a diet. There's basically 4 things to remember. I don't measure, I don't count anything, and it's sustainable. That is the biggest thing that people have found with this. It is sustainable. I can fix my plate to look like it's supposed to every day for the rest of my life. Every day for the rest of my life. I post now a few workout stuff, not very much. But I do want people, but I make sure that when I do post workouts on my Instagram, that I let them know that I'm doing it because it's extra credit. I do it because I sleep better. I'm not doing it because I want to lose weight. I'm not doing it because I'm unhappy with my body. My body, look what my body can do now. I gave it time. I worked the program. I did what I was supposed to do and ate right. I had treats. I went out to dinner. I had cake. I did. But now look what my body can do. I did MBF, which scared the snot out of me. I was like, I can't do this. I can't. And then I did it, and I'm like, you know what? That wasn't so bad.
Wait, Melissa.
Yeah.
You don't only just do it. Tell them what you lost during that program.
I took some before and after pictures, which I'm so glad I did. But it was like the day I started MBF and the day I ended MBF. I have taken before pictures at the beginning when I first started Beachbody. I looked at them and immediately deleted them. I'm like, ain't nobody want to see that. I took them before I started Let's Get Up. Immediately deleted the ain't nobody want to look at that. But I kept the ones for MBF, and it was pretty amazing to see. I guess now I wish I had kept the original ones, but I lost lots of inches and several pounds during MBF. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. When somebody comes to me and asks what I'm doing, I send first that email that I talked about a minute ago with just the basic, this is what I wanted to know before I started. And in the email, the text of the email, if you want to scoot back up to that, this is what I type. I attach this file to it, and this explains a lot about what you get with the membership. The most important part is me as a coach to help you learn the program and help keep you accountable. I am a very involved coach. I also tell them that I'll be as involved as you want. If you don't want me up your butt texting you and reminding you, let me know and I'll lay off. But otherwise, I'm going to be all over you. The nutrition program is easy to follow, and there's no measuring or counting anything. Let me know what you think, and if I can answer any questions you have. I'm currently working on becoming a certified 2B Mindset mentor through Beachbody. I think it is that important. The nutrition is that important. I think that's all. I talked a lot. I'm really sorry. Woo.
No, don't be sorry. Like, your perspective And the way you've gone about this business is so incredible to me for a couple different reasons. One, you're not an overthinker. And I think a lot of coaches get really paralyzed in the overthinking. And I love how you just take action. I love that your email is so simple. It's not pretty. You didn't waste your time doing all of that. You just type things out that they need. Guys, nobody cares if your stuff is pretty. Like, they truly do not. They want help losing weight and feeling good. And that's what Melissa is focusing on. She's not wasting her time on the things that don't matter. The other thing I love, Melissa, is that your business comes from your passion for what the journey has done for you. And then the third thing that really stands out to me is that you have taken the authority and you're saying, I've been helped. And I know I can help you. You're instilling belief in the women you're working with because this has worked for you. And that goes such a long way. I can see it in you that you take ownership of you being a coach and you say, if you let me help you, I can help you. And I so love that you get with them in person and show them everything. Like, I'm just majorly inspired by you because I don't lead with nutrition. I don't. And I think most of us probably don't, which is why all of us have something to learn from you. So I'm going to open up for questions, and I'm going to start with a question is, if you don't have somebody who's here that you can go to the Garden Exchange with or come to your house, how do you best help them figure out nutrition virtually?
Okay.
In person.
I do have, like, one of my clients lives in Marshfield, and she's a really good friend of mine. We went on vacation together this summer for a weekend, her husband and my husband and I. And when we went, I was like, I'm not going to say anything about Beachbody this weekend to her name's Melissa also. I said, I'm not going to do that because I'm not recruiting. That's not me. But she brought it up. So I'm like, okay, if you bring it up, you're going to get all of it. So I keep in my purse many copies of this. And I'm like, okay, here you go. So I handed her, we were in the car driving. I handed her this stuff. I was like, this is what I do. This is how I eat. This is what it looks like. It's easy. I said, I'm a member of a Facebook page that's To Be Mindset. And I said, people get on there and go, I just can't not eat cake. I just can't not. I'm like, eat this. Eat the way you're supposed to. If you need cake, make Wonder Whip. I don't know if y'all know what Wonder Whip is, but it's God's gift to us. Greek yogurt, you can either put Shakeology or Recover. I just use sugar-free pudding mix, and I load that stuff up and I stir that up. It's like eating chocolate mousse. The picture that I showed with all my food, several days I had chocolate mousse for lunch. Because, yeah, who doesn't want to eat chocolate mousse for lunch? I don't understand how. That's another thing. So anyway, oh, Cheryl, you got to have Wonder Whip. I'll put it on the team page. So she started talking. I started talking about how Plate-It works, how this, the shake. She's like, well, I don't know. I can't really drink shakes very well. I was like, you don't have to. Let's try it. She's like, okay. So I'm in my car on my phone, setting up a cart, sent it to her that night. She enrolled. We got it taken care of. She's having trouble with the shakes. She's tried a couple different things. They're just too thick. They're too this. I'm like, oh, she wants to try it again, but she texts me constantly. And I've also told my clients, I said, if you can't figure something out, we will Zoom. Get it on here, share your screen with me. I'll tell you where to click to find the things you need. So between phone calls and texts and Zoom, I'm able to meet with those people who aren't readily available right here in Aurora.
Okay, so another thing I'm noticing that a lot of us can learn from is you have no fear in talking about it, and the people who know you in person are noticing that you have changed, something's different about you, that you've lost the weight, that you're feeling good, you're feeling confident about what you're doing and what you're eating, and they want to know how to do it. So for those of us who've been doing this for a while, or even a month or whatever, if you've had any sort of transformation, if you've learned anything, are the people you spend your time with noticing that? And are you willing to talk with them? Are they asking you questions about it? Because if you are really on the journey for real and you're being consistent and you're learning and you're digging into the nutrition programs and you are working out, you're doing these things, people are going to notice. They're going to notice that whenever you cook a meal, it might look a little bit different than what they cook. And are you willing and able and ready to answer questions for them when they ask? Because that's the best way to sell something is by being proof, which, oh, look at that. That is one of our vital behaviors as coaches. Like, that's the first thing we're supposed to be. And Melissa, you do that so well. So anybody else have questions for Melissa?
I do. So when someone comes to you and they're interested and you originally lead with that email, which I really love because I am an overthinker. That is me. And then I feel so overwhelmed because I feel like I've just answered all these questions and going back and forth to messages. So the feedback with that email that you have sent, do you feel like that has been a good way of going about it? And does that make sense? Like, instead of going back and forth with questions, are people really receptive to that? I guess maybe.
Yeah, I get it. Yes, actually they are. And I always make sure I'm like, let me know what you think, because, there is a lot of information here, but it's what I wanted to know before I started. What is it going to do to my credit card? After I pay the $140, what is it going to do? What can I not do? What can I change about this? And I just want them to know, what do you think? Does that look doable? Is this something that you're like, oh no, I don't ever want to do that? And another thing that I get from a lot of people after they look at it is that when we talk, we find that they really aren't ready. They want to lose weight. They want to be healthier, but they're not ready. And I totally get that, because I don't know how many carts, probably 4 carts Kayla sent me while we were talking before February, when I finally was like, okay, I'm ready to do this now. She would send a cart. I look at that and go, oh my gosh, $160. And I knew I wasn't going to do it. So why should I pay $160 for something I'm not going to do? Other people are like, wow, really? You get this and this and this and all this? And then that's when I try to invite them to look at my computer so they can really get an idea of what all it looks like. Because this is a lot and you're getting a lot, but it really doesn't show exactly what you're getting till you really sit down. So yeah, I do get a lot of really good feedback from just sending this out with that little short email note. Let me know what you think. Biggest thing is, let me know what questions you have. If you still are unsure about something, please let me know. I talk about it all day long, and they'll send questions. Well, do I have to pay this and that? And a lot of times it is about money. And I'm not pushy with it. I will do what I can to help, and come up with other ideas and things. In fact, I just sent a card out this morning, right before this started, for a girl who, she doesn't have a credit card. And she uses her debit card for everything, but she doesn't get paid till later this week. But she wants to be in the challenge group that starts Monday. I said, fine. I said, I'll send you a card when you can this week. Go ahead. I sent her a $10 coupon too. I said, do it the day you can. I said, we'll let you in the group. You can go back. And I said, that is not a problem. I'm willing to do whatever. She has really been interested for quite a while, and finally said, but she's like, I just can't, because I don't get paid and I use my debit card. And I'm like, I can make this happen. It is not a big deal. And my biggest thing I want to say, and this isn't part of the question, but I have to be me. I am not pretending to be some Beachbody queen. I'm not pretending to be some nutrition expert. I'm not pretending to be some exercise expert. I used this and was successful, and I love sharing it and want everybody to do this. That was a little sidebar.
That's what makes the best coaches. You have a question down there. It says, do you promote the 2B challenge packs, or do the majority sign up with the cheapest packs that just include the tracker?
So far, everyone I have signed up has signed up with Let's Get Up because I love it. But my problem now is Let's Get Up comes out on BOD like next week or the 23rd, I don't know, sometime soon. So I'm going to have to change that, because even my graphic here is the Let's Get Up, because I want them to know that even though the nutrition is where we need to start, and I always start them there, that there's this great, fun, not hard. I talk a little bit about the workouts, and that, you know, there's always a modifier. I can't do all the things that they do. If you can't jump because you got knees that are back, there's always somebody there who's showing you how to do it. Shanti is so encouraging that it makes it fun and exciting. So that's what I've done there, but I'm going to have to change it because it's coming out soon on BOD, and they're going to get it anyway.
But you could keep it going, like, because it's just going to go up like 20, like it will go up $20 extra. So the challenge pack, like you could still do that challenge pack. It would be like a little bit pricier, but $645 is the same thing. Like it's $160 right now. So it's like either way, they're going to be paying the $160. So the only people that would get it are the people that already have Beachbody On Demand. So if they're like new people coming in, like you could still promote for that if that's like one of your favorite programs.
Okay. See, and that's another thing.
Can, but honestly, sorry, Erin, I would not do that. If it's already on their BOD, you want to give them access to another program. So if there is another program coming out, like the 645 might not be a program that they're going to start with, but it also comes with 2 bands that they could use for other programs. So if you're wanting to give them the best bang for their buck, then like 645 is probably it, especially if Let's Get Up is already there, because you can start them on Let's Get Up. They've already got access to it. So that you don't have to promote a program per se. It's just kind of your challenge pack. But that would be that could be wrong, but that would be where I would go, just because, especially when it comes out. But I didn't know it was coming out so soon. I guess I missed that.
Yeah. I follow Shanti because he is my man, and he posts every day on Instagram. It's like 12 days or 9 days or however many days. So it does come out fairly soon. I had thought I would go ahead and change my email thing to the 645. It is 160, but I want them to be getting something, and I want them to know too, instead of just doing, BOD, or I want them to realize that is a part of it also, that the workouts and the exercise, and that you will get there and you will want to. So, and 645, that's the newest thing. That's what everybody's doing. Don't start there, please. If you've been sitting on the couch like me, don't start there. Starts with Let's Get Up. Let's dance. I don't know.
I love that so much. I have another question for you, Melissa. What are your daily posts in your challenge group like whenever you are talking mostly about nutrition?
I have Food Friday, where I post a 2B Mindset recipe. Typically, I try to have a picture of it of when I've made it. I talk a little bit about how, this is great for breakfast. Have your coffee, run these strawberry streusel muffins out the door with your coffee, and you're good to go. I also ask them on there, if you make it, put a picture on there, let me know what you want, what you like about it. I also make sure that I log my workouts and my Shakeology every day. I got on there the other day and went live. Was that on there? I get confused. There's so many places you have to go to put stuff. But I also do, I do challenges. I ask questions, you know, what have you learned this week? It doesn't have to be about 2B mindset. It doesn't have to be about, and I get people who put live videos on there. I've got a girl who she loves to go live. She likes to talk. So she gets on there and I just finished walking the dogs and now I'm going to make my strawberry shake. She just gets on there and does that. It's great. So I don't know.
That's great. It sounds like you're just creating community, and it sounds like you're creating a place where people feel safe. Like the fact that somebody can just go live and share. I love that. And I put in the chat, she needs to coach because it sounds like she, so that's really cool. Okay. Well, does anybody else have any other questions for Melissa about,
I have one.
Go for it, Erin.
Okay, so for me, so I've definitely looked into 2B mindset and I've like watched the videos and things, and I might switch to 2B mindset like once I have my baby and everything. But for me, the portion fix has like worked like amazing for like years. So like, how do I talk about that? Because I feel like, you know, because I feel like for me, like that's worked so well. And I try to like talk to both of the points. But like, that's usually the thing is that like, because I don't have the experience with the 2B mindset, it's like, I feel like I can't speak to that as much, but I know women that would like be their thing. And I try to talk to them about it, but then I feel like I'm a fraud because I'm like, I don't do it. You know what I mean? So like, how can I talk to them about that and like feel confident in talking about it when I haven't really done it?
Well, that is totally me and Ultimate Portion Fix because I hated it. And that's where I go to Kayla a lot because she is the Ultimate Portion Fix queen. She didn't know anything about, and I'm talking about you, Kayla. She didn't know anything about 2B mindset until I started doing it. And then she's like, wow. I mean, my results were pretty immediate and pretty impressive. So that's when she started looking into that. And now she does both, but we're getting ready to start a challenge group on Monday together because, and it's a nutrition program, Freedom in Food. It's mainly 2B mindset, but we've got people in there that do UPF as well. And I think, and one of the things that I will do as a coach, and I haven't been able to because I'm working on that mentor certification, I plan to watch the UPF videos again so that just like you, I have an idea. But I would say if you have somebody who, and I tell people, it is for volume eaters. If you want to eat this huge plate mounded with food every time you sit down, you need to be on 2B mindset and not UPF, because then you get this little thing of whatever, you know. And so you kind of have to go, are you one that wants to sit down and eat a big plate of food and be satisfied and see, you know, I'm going to eat all of this and lose weight tomorrow? Then you need to look at 2B mindset and then have them watch those videos. And get an idea of how that works. And then, you know, support that. Ask questions of the other people here. This, like, just when I go to Kayla, that's, I am totally there because UPF, I hated it. But I know as a coach now, I need to go back and probably have some idea, because at some point somebody's going to come to me and need that. Right now, everybody I have is on 2B mindset. And I think it's just because of the way that I lead, and it's because of what I'm doing. But they love the recipes, they love the shakes, they love the food, they love to see the things that I'm doing that's creative with food, you know, to have Wonder Whip for lunch, you know. So I don't know that that was a very good answer, but
I would say, and I'm going to have to go because we have a show at 10, so I can't be late. But yeah, I would just say the best is kind of try your best to kind of educate yourself and like make notes, because I was like Melissa, I led with UPF because that is when I started. I wasn't the volume eater, I was the picker, and I needed to know I was eating the right portions. But I have been doing To Be Mindset to kind of just understand it. But it is, but Melissa, honestly, she was my first one that was like, I'm not doing containers. But now I do the nutrition quiz. Now that they put that nutrition quiz out, I love that. So that is one of the very first things, even in like my welcome thing, like do this. That way I have an idea of where they feel like they need to go. The other thing I do, which we're going to do in this group, sometimes I do To Be Mindset, but I still use my containers for things. So like my fruits, sometimes I'll use my container if I'm going to have fruits or whatever. So I sometimes will do a mix, but it is hard. It is hard because I did not know To Be Mindset. And Melissa's like having all this success. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to help her.
That's the great thing about this community, though, is when we're talking to people that are interested in something else, you can say, well, I've never done To Be Mindset, but my friend Melissa has, and she's seen amazing results. Let me ask her a few questions and I'll get back with you. Something like that. And then if you are interested in trying it at any point, even for like one program, then it's leading with your story and saying, I've done these portion fixed containers for so long, but I want to change. And how cool is it that we have the resources to make a change in our nutrition? If we start feeling stuck, or if we just need something new, it could change your results. Like it really could change a lot for you whenever you start one of the other nutrition programs. So Melissa, thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to deem you To Be Mindset Queen and on our whole team, because I just think that you've seen amazing results and your belief in it is inspiring to me. Like I'm doing To Be Mindset right now, and the passion that you talk about it with, like it makes me excited to keep going with To Be Mindset. So thank you so much. This is recorded. It will be posted. And Melissa, if you will share, there were two things, your email in the group, just so people can see it. And then there was one other thing we talked about you sharing. Oh, the Wonder Whip recipe.
Oh yeah.
Share
Wonder
that.
Got it.
Yes. So you guys have a great weekend. Rest, relax, be with family. Don't be on your phone the whole time, and come back rejuvenated and excited and ready to work on Monday. See you guys later.